Okay, sorry, there has been no audio for some time now, and for some reasons, but the audio is back now, and you can also see me as well. So it doesn't seem like a lot is going on in this pre-market session, rather the post-market session. This is still very much post-market. A lot of folks probably asleep at the moment, especially those in the US. So nothing's really going on right now. GameStop down 0.99% in the post market. The pre market is has about 3 more hours to come. ARVL Group up 7.44%. It was up 5.96% in the previous session. Torchlight Energy was up 41.62% in the session of the 15th of June, and currently up 5.13% in this post-market session. We're not seeing a lot of visuals at the moment. Nothing very much is going on, but some volumes, some transactions have been going on, not a lot, so it's very quiet. So the last piece of volume that passed through was 17,515 for Torchlight Energy. ALF is the talk of that session, up 104.40%, currently up 4.73 in the post market. As a matter of fact, it was actually higher than that in this post market. It reached 7.80. So that will be trade up to, if we closed at 6.97, okay, that's roughly 7. Yes, I would say yes, close to 5%, I think. Yeah, close to 5% at that point, at 7.80. So ALF, obviously, is going to, has a deal with Lyft and Uber to supply them with up to 10,000 tablets that will, amongst other things, deliver ads to customers, to passengers, and these ads will be will meet privacy standards and all that stuff. So that was positive, and we had a separate video in that regard. There's a good chance the stock will stay up. The signals are very much bullish for ALF, but you just have to be really careful. Sentinel Resources up 8.7% in that session, but currently up 0.44%. I think let's stick with ALF and see. Let's see if we can find more news concerning ALF. Yes, we have somebody out there. Thank you very much. Yes, that's the news. It says ALF was skyrocketing in that session Tuesday. Okay, it has signed a deal with All Nighter that covers the fulfillment, staging, and shipment of 10,000 tablets that will make their these tablets will be used to display ads to passengers through the company's AI enterprise software as a service platform. According to a press release, the ALF platform is able to accurately display ads to customers based on age, gender, and other factors. It does this while still managing to remain compliant with privacy standards. The idea is that this system benefits both drivers and Uber and Lyft, while also doing the same for advertisers. That's because advertisers get to show off their goods and services, while the drivers earn extra income by having the tablets in their vehicles. Florentino Diaz, project manager of Valve, states this about the news boosting Alfie stock up today. We have a massive operation unfolding in Miami today with hundreds of Ubers and Lyfts installing Alfie tablets. It's an epic event and marks the start of our nationwide rollout. That's most rewarding if we can help rideshare drivers increase their income and help create employment opportunities with community outreach programs for students. ALF stock was experiencing heavy trading on the news as of the writing of this author. More than 80 million shares of the stock have changed hands. Okay, so yeah, it actually reached, yes, indeed, it reached 404%. Yes, 104% right now. Well, so but nothing much is going on. 34,000 was the last piece of volume that was recorded. Okay. So let's go back and see. I mean, it's pretty much what's behind that. Pretty much what's behind that. Let's see what's going on in the features. S&P features. Okay, I don't think there's any chance we're going to see a lot going on here, but we'll stick around anyway. So let's look at AMC. AMC was down, or rather is down 2.02% in this post-market. GameStop is also down as well, 0.99%. So you can see a lot of what we would call these. They look like squeezies. So it was quite active. You can see that. It's very sharp movements. Very sharp movements. So let's touch light energy. Was up 41.62%, and it's currently up 5.13%. So let's see whether we can find out what's behind TRCH's move. Okay, let's see. Touchlight Energy, Touch TRCH stock. Two big reasons Touchlight Energy is skyrocketing higher. Investors look to fill the shares of Touchlight Energy Resources for a second day As morning trading has shares up 32%. Trading was nearly twice the average daily volume on Monday, June the 15th, as the stock reached 14.74%. As seems to be the case with many pre-market movers these days, there are both fundamental reasons and social media chatter underlying the trending ticker on the oil and gas producer. TRCH stock emerged as the third most mentioned name in the stocktwits chat room yesterday, Bloomberg reported. Stoking some of the chart is a merger announcement on June 11 regarding Torchlight and Metamaterials, but this has been going on for some time now, which makes Advanced Materials. Torchlight had announced on Friday its shareholders have approved the deal. Okay. On the terms of the deal, Metamaterial shareholders are expected to own 75% of the combined company, while Torchlight shareholders get 25%. Meanwhile, more on the fundamental side, Torchlight late yesterday declared a special dividend of Series A preferred stock to be issued on a 1-for-1 basis to common stockholders on June 24th. The company also said it expects the Metamaterial transaction to close before the end of the month. Keep that in mind. Here's what the potential investors in TRCH stock need to know about the company before they invest. Okay, more about TRCH stock. Torchlight Energies and Oil and Gas Exploration and Production Company based out in Plano, Texas. It has a total of 4 full-time employees. The company's main focus is on the acquisition and development of highly profitable domestic oil fields. It holds interest in Texas, including the Permian Basin and the Eagle Ford Shale. Torchlight currently has projects underway in Midland Basin, Oro Grande Basin and Delaware Basin. Torchlight Energy was founded in October 2007. It joined the public market in November 2010 after completing its IPO. The company is led by its president, CEO, secretary and director John Berda. He took up his role in December 2012 after the departure of co-founder John Papinski. Okay. Okay, what do they need to know about the company? Let's find out. Okay, this is their website. So yes, so it's I think mostly because of the merger. That's why the completion of the merger. That's why the things are moving up, or the stock moved up. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Okay, let's see. Okay, Alfie most certainly is the biggest one, and Torchlight. Okay, so there was also Clearside Bio, CLSD. Let's have a look and see. CLSD. Clearside Biomedical Link. Okay, it was up 37.75%, but down 7.45% in this post market. So let's see if we can find out any news concerning CLSD. Clearside Biomedical. Investor place. The big news lifting Clearside. Okay. Yesterday the 15th. Investors in the biopharma space have seen some outsized volatility of late. For investors in Clearside Medical, the good news is that most of this volatility has been on the upside, or to the upside. Currently, CLSD stock is up more than 45% when the author wrote that. Clearside is a biopharmaceutical company focused on developing and commercializing treatments for those with various eye diseases. The company's portfolio has provided intriguing long-term growth opportunities to investors. Indeed, over the past year, the stock has more than doubled, driven by news of its drug candidates. Today, Clearside's rise appears to be indicative of growing optimistic sentiment surrounding this pipeline. Okay, so a clinical stage biopharma player. Okay, announced positive test results, and it put a clinical stage biopharma player. Announcements of positive test results can have an outsized effect on the company's valuation. Indeed, the fact that CLSD stock was up nearly 50% yesterday, the 15th of June, on the announced positive safety results for a phase 1/2A clinical trial of one of its positive drugs is indicative of this reality. The company announced yesterday that its CLS-AX axitinib injectable suspension treatment posted some positive initial results. No adverse events were observed through the study period. Additionally, the company announced the trial will advance to cohort 2. The study is expected to be completed by end of the year. Such results are bullish for investors considering CLSD today. Indeed, they are age-related macular degeneration market is a significant growth area biopharma investors are focused on right now. Shifts in population demographics continue to drive more patients to seek therapies to deal with degenerative disorders. Accordingly, Clearside's potential in the growth market appears to be much stronger after this news. That said, as with all clinical stage firms, investors should practice prudent risk management and position sizing. Indeed, these stocks tend to be higher volatility peaks. Thus, holding a basket of well diversified names is a great way to manage one's risk in today's market. So that's a good advice. Yes, that's a good advice. It's there stated. Holding a basket of well diversified names is a great way to manage one's risk in today's market. Yes. So the other one is UFAB, unique fabrication. So let's go ahead and see. Nothing is also going on, nothing has changed as well. Unique fabrication up 37.31%, but no change in this pre-market, rather in this post-market. Unique fabrication. Let's see if we can find any news concerning it. Okay, so it was up 55% in the pre-market over the 15th. It increased over 50. Okay, the stock price of unique fabrication, a leader in engineering and manufacturing multi-material foam, rubber and plastic components utilized in noise, vibration and harshness management and air/water sealing applications for the transportation, appliance, medical and consumer markets, increased by over 55%. Investors are responding positively to an announcement from the company. The company announced the extension of its forbearance agreement with lenders through February 28, 2022. As previously disclosed, the company entered into a forbearance agreement with the lenders, under which, during a period commencing on April 9, 2021, and through and including June 15, 2021, the company has continued to access credit facilities subject to the terms and conditions for making a revolving credit advance, including availability and the lenders agreed, subject to the terms of the forbearance agreement, to forbear from enforcing their rights or seeking to collect payment of the company's debt or disposing of the collateral securing the debt. This forbearance agreement is now extended through and including February 28, 2022, and the forbearance agreement, as extended, also contains requirements for minimum liquidity and minimum consolidated EBITDA for each of the monthly periods through and including February 28, 2022. The company plans to use the forbearance period to continue negotiations with the lenders to enter into an amendment and waiver to cure the defaults, and there can be no assurance that the company will be able to enter into an agreement or waiver with lenders, or if it enters into an amendment, what the terms, restrictions and covenants of the amendment will contain. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what was behind that move for unique fabrications. So before we log out, let's see what's going on with AMC. Nothing's changed, I believe. GameStop, nothing has equally changed as well. Nothing has equally changed for Alfie. Okay, so thank you very much for joining us in this live session, and be on the lookout. We'll continue to upload more and more videos as time goes on, yes, as we see fit. And yes, so thank you very much for joining this session and also watching.